It's weird calling it a forest, but bamboo's technically not a tree. It's just a grass. So really, they're just driving through a giant lawn.
Stay in the pocket.
How close is it? 5 meters.
Stay in the pocket.
What is that in feet?
Really freaking close.
15.
Pocket.
This show brought to you by BMW. Oh, we got that water effect again. I feel like if you're going to discover an ancient mystical Chinese village, taking a modern vehicle with Razor Crest painted all over it may not be the respectful way to do it. Yeah, we definitely got some Chinese mythological creatures here. There we go. It's a village. Do we see Wong again? I feel like that little tease of him in the Fight Club was just the start of something. Razor Fist just doesn't belong here.
我是你们的小姨，应南，终于见到你了。
Our dad is coming here to open that gate. He thinks you're holding our mom there.
He says he can hear her asking for help.
Demons are playing him.
The Great Protector joined their fight and turned the tide.
So the Great Protector's the dragon? Cool.
Dragon scales makes very good armor.
让他试试。如果你心中没有靶子，就是无的放矢。
Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott. Dragon scale robes, costumes, outfits.
You are children of this family, and I welcome you home.
So they get to stay there if they want? Crazy. Teach me.
My mother was the only one who could beat him. Show me how she did it.
Katie's just gonna be remarkably good at archery, because why not?
Your mother knew who she was. Do you?
I love how well choreographed it is, and how, I mean, it's dance as much as it's fighting, isn't it? That's so cool.
要先掌握阴阳的转换，你才能找到内心的平衡，从而真正认识自己。
Oh boy. Nice. You don't need to show it. We know what happened. I can't figure out whether Dad's going to be redeemed or not here. It's not a simple good and bad story, that's for sure. I wonder if it's important what mission he was being sent on when he was 14.
We found the man responsible for killing your mother.
Yeah.
It's your right to finish this for both of us.
Lots to process.
I told you I couldn't go through with it.
You did.
I lied. I thought that I could change my name, start a new life, pretend like it never happened. But my mom is dead because of him. And now he's coming to destroy her home. 血债必须要血偿.
What are you saying?
I have to kill my father.
I'm gonna kill him.
How do you do that while he's got the rings on? I really like these two as friends. I think they've got really good friend energy, but knowing typical Hollywood movies, they'll be kissing at the end of the movie.
He's here.
不行，你还没准备好，他留下。Let me pass.
We cannot do that.
Burn it down.
Nice. Nice to see some magical creatures getting involved. It's got a bit of that Wakanda vibe, you know? Come on, Shang-Chi. You gotta stop your dad.
Stop him!
I'm gonna think going up against a guy with a giant razor fist with a rope weapon, not the best choice.
I'm not afraid of you.
Yes, you are.
Whoa.
You stood at a window and watched her die.
Daddy's always blamed son.
She was gone, and we needed you. But you chose those damn rings over us! Even if you could bring her back, what makes you think she'd want anything to do with you?
Wow. There's a punch. Congratulations, you just think you killed your son.
来救我。
Oh, it's getting out.
Those things are gonna kill us all if we don't work together.
You think I'm going to fall for that?
Your weapons are useless against them.
Your weapons are useless.
We should work together.
Yeah, you think?
活动回来。
Good advice.
沙气，别怕，你有神龙之心。
Is the dragon in the lake?
去吧。
Yeah. The great defender. This is awesome.
You have to stop your father!
Mom style. Yeah, just like that first fight at the fountain. But this one, I think, is to the death. So have all their souls been taken back?
Mate.
I'm acting.
It's just a performance. Now get down here, play along.
Collect them. Get those bad boys on your arm. Make it a fair fight. Oh, this is great. What happened? They didn't show us exactly on purpose. Yeah, now he's got them all. He doesn't want the power. Uh-oh. That's a bad thing. So dad'll die, but not at his son's hand. And that's his fate for all the evil he's perpetrated over the years. But his last act will be giving the rings to Shang-Chi. Dad wearing black and the rings being blue to Shang-Chi wearing red and the rings being gold. I mean, I get that that's just to differentiate, but I wonder if there's greater symbolism there. That's not good. That's not good at all. Soul power.
如果神龙的灵魂被吞掉了，到时候什么都阻止不了他了。对准他的喉咙。
Come on, Katie. Ah, nice.
I'm
not leaving you again.
Katie's magic arrow.
Holy shit.
Did that do it? Oh boy. That's gonna leave a mess all over the village.
And I'm hanging out of the Great Protector with my sister at this point, trying not to get eaten by the Mega Soul Sucker.
Oh, the Mega Soul Sucker was such a nasty bitch. All I could hear in the back of my mind was my mom's voice saying, "Just take the shot, you little mooch."
But I am not going to apologize for speaking the truth as a friend. I actually think this whole bit you're doing just further proves my point.
One more Wong appearance.
What?
Shang-Chi. Here, present.
And now we have to do the requisite sit through the credits, because you never know what appears in the end credits.
They don't match any artifacts from our codex.
They're not vibranium.
Not like any alien tech I've seen.
The first time you used the rings, we felt it in Kamatage.
What is it?
A beacon.
We're sending a message.
A message to where?
Stay safe.
What?
Welcome to the circus.
Why is his arm in a sling? What am I not remembering?
You're gonna have to start getting used to that.
Congrats, you're basically an Avenger.
The trajectory of your lives will be like nothing you've ever experienced before. Go home. Get some rest. Or...
Karaoke.
They're waiting.
What about the postcard? That's the one unanswered question. She's gonna take over, isn't she?
Let's get started. We have a lot of work to do.
Friends, this ain't no cute trend. This is the new.
10 Rings will return. Awesome. You know what that movie was? It was a lot of fun, and it was a great way to just... It was a simple origin story for a character that most people have no idea about. And we learned so much about Shang-Chi in this 2-hour movie. I think it's just a great introduction. It's not overly complicated, but we get the family history, we get the full understanding of what his strength is, where it comes from, both from the rings and from Ta Lo. At the end, he's accepted by Wong, Banner, Captain Marvel. He's basically handed his Avengers ticket, his Avengers ID card, and we set up the villain for the next movie. Like, that's everything you want in a good, entertaining superhero movie. And on top of that, great action sequences, really, how to put it, this was a superhero movie, but it was also a classic martial arts movie, and it blended the two really well. Obviously, there was a ton of CG, both in the action sequences and in the fights, but there were also some nods to more classical fight choreography techniques, stuff that we're very used to seeing in kind of mystical kung fu movies like A Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, where you see a lot of harness, cable work, that sort of thing. There were definitely signs that they were using similar techniques in this. I just had a really good time. It wasn't a mindfuck of a movie, but on the other hand, neither was it so formulaic and by the numbers. You know, there were enough things to keep you guessing throughout the movie that it really kept me engaged, and it wasn't just formulaic and predictable. The outcomes is often predictable, especially in a superhero movie, but what keeps us engaged is we don't know how they're going to get to that outcome, and I felt that was the case here. I really liked the dynamic of Shang-Chi and Katie. I will be honest, I have heard of Awkwafina. I haven't knowingly seen anything that she's in, and I'm not going to lie, I have been uninterested in checking her out 98% because, no, I've been uninterested in checking her out 100% because of her name. If anyone's going to have a single name and it's the misspelling of a Coca-Cola brand, I'm just not interested. That puts you on par with a one-hit wonder hip-hop artist, as far as I'm concerned. But I really enjoyed her character. I liked her performance a lot. I loved the friend energy between her and Shang-Chi, and I like that the show didn't suddenly have them fall in love at the end either, although they have a stronger relationship than ever before because they've been through the shit they've been through in the last 2 weeks. I really dug that. I like that the sister is set up as a potential bad guy for the next movie. I like that Dad got what was coming to him, but also that it wasn't Shang-Chi that killed him. You know, these are the things that, you know, it's that fine balance. It's like Dad has to die, but Son can't do it, even though Son could do it. You know, it's finding these nuances. The right things have to happen so that we walk away at the end feeling like justice was served. And let's not gloss over how awesome the big set pieces, the big action sequences were, especially the ones, frankly, in the first half of the movie. The bus fight was awesome, just amazing, like really like creative and extended, and it didn't get boring. Razor Fist needs a new name, but he's a cool villain, cool, sub boss. And the scaffolding fight in Macau, that was super cool as well. Like, just really creative camera work, really creative fight choreography. I'm always impressed in fight action when the action remains frenetic and high-paced without really rapid, quick editing. If you can stay in a single take, even if it is computer-assisted, and I'm not pretending a lot of this stuff wasn't, but if you can stay in a single take for 5 or 10 seconds or more in a fight, and the action flows well, and we see the faces of our actors, not our stunt doubles, and the camera's moving and high-paced and energetic, there's just something that really raises the bar when that happens in a fight sequence, and I'm all for it. I've got to be on set for a lot of really well choreographed fight scenes in my day. I've worked on some superhero television, which obviously didn't have the budget of this, but had some really creative fight choreographers, stunt choreographers, and really clever cinematographers and camera operators. And when you put a team like that together, you can really design some incredible shots. And I think they had a similar team on this show, and it really showed. And I was just engrossed. I was having fun the entire time. I'm looking forward to seeing more of Shang-Chi. You know, we obviously are told that there's going to be another Shang-Chi movie, but will he also start showing up in other Marvel properties? And that's the exciting thing too. You know, it's like, who are the new Avengers? What's the next threat? You know, there's certainly the theory that it could be Kang. After season 1 of Loki, he's set up to be a potential big bad, the next Thanos kind of deal. But the possibilities are still multitudinous. So let's just sit back and enjoy the ride. And man, Marvel just keeps knocking it out of the park. I have the utmost respect, not just for each individual project, but for the people who are guiding the Marvel universe as a whole. They're just doing a really good job of keeping things cohesive. Even little things that, when they're announced, feel like little side projects, like What If, ends up being not just a bunch of one-off stories, but a full-length series that has an endpoint that matters to the overall arc of the MCU. Really, really clever stuff like that just makes me tip my hat to them, because, man, like, managing a creative universe that big must just take so much planning and forethought, and yeah, like I say, they're knocking it out of the park. This is my first movie in months and months, and it's not going to be my last. I'm trying to work movies back into the rotation here on Neil Talks. Thank you guys for joining me. There will be another one next week. Until then, everybody, take care, stay healthy, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.